Hey, what's up, guys? Hartman here. We got Candyman and Hoohames. Doing the weekly start sit, doing a little bit of bag checking and stuff, seeing how our guys are doing, how they're advancing. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm awesome.
Doing great, man. What's up, fellas?
I-
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I also
Week 8.
ported this to my ex as well, just to my
Oh,
ex,
okay,
not
cool.
to my YouTube. So
I mean, up to you. It really up to you.
I heard that if you do it to YouTube as well, it like asks you all the questions about like wanting to demonetize it or not that any of it. Like I guess one of it. Well, the Candyman's not even monetized yet. He just has the super
No.
chats, so it wouldn't
Oh,
even matter.
right.
Like, wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Right.
So
But yeah, whatever's cool. Yeah, sounds good.
yeah.
Aaron Sandy, what's up? Yiggity yo. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Yo.
All right. So this site, so this is BBM Portfolio, and so it's made by Best Ball Data Muse or BB Data Muse on X. He posts
That's
like a
right.
ton of good stuff, and this is like you can look like way in depth at your portfolio on this, but this is just the overall highest advancing players at each position. And I don't know, I thought maybe we could look through and see like are there any guys that stick out that you think maybe won't hold or you think have a really good chance of holding? Like any guys that stick out at the top?
Like I think one of the best advancing players when it's all said and done will be the guy who is not Brock Bowers, and everybody talked about was not Brock Bowers the entire season, which is Tyler Warren. Like he's at 3 right now. I only see that number going up. Like the Colts offense is easily the most fluid right now in the league. Like they're guaranteed. Like they're like projected for the most points most weeks. I think they've hit 30 every week, except for the Rams game. So like I just think that, and they're designing their offense around him. Like it's him and Jonathan Taylor. Everybody else is just if it happens, it happens. But those two are being targeted. I think that by the end of it, he will be tied in 1 at advance rate.
I think it's very possible. So for context, right, like for comparison, 16.7, correct me if I'm wrong, would be baseline advance rate, and then it's just plus or minus that. So like when we see Tyler Warren at 22.9, I think he has the opportunity to go even higher. I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm trying to think back because I know that wasn't like Jamar Chase like 40% advanced last year. Like that's kind of like as high as it gets, right? That's like what we're thinking of is traditionally very high.
Well, last year the highest was Saquon at like 52 or something,
which is kind of where JT is.
Just crazy. Like,
yeah,
and it's weird. Like the round 2 running back who's done it before, who has no receiving upside, is the guy you need again. Like it's pretty funny that like it just happened that way.
Like I was thinking that the other day too. It's like lessons learned for 2026.
Right. Yeah. Next year we're absolutely going to be all in on. I don't know who the guy will be, but there will be a guy that's there. Kyron, maybe Kyron's back up there.
James Cook.
Yeah. James Cook.
Yeah,
that could be one. I mean, his efficiency just keeps going up year over year. It seems like
it might just be Saquon again.
and Cook. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I'll probably just be Saquon again.
Does Saquon go in round 2 next year? I feel like right now Saquon is essentially like around like, I want to say like round 5, 6.
If the offensive line is healthy next year, because like that's a lot of
nothing changes.
Like I think at the end of the year, if that offensive line gets a little healthy and they start looking okay, like he will still be like a 2nd-round pick. I think he's done in the 1st round though.
I could see him even maybe falling like early 3rd, but that's probably like if the season ends disappointing or he has an injury or something.
Bro, he scored less points in his best game this year than Kareem Hunt. He's all floor, no ceiling. Can you control F? I'm just curious to see what his advance rate is actually. It's got to be relatively low. It's got to be like
it's
or 12%.
It's probably not incredibly low because CD Lamb's been hurt the whole time. Jefferson was a
Right.
bad pick.
So
Jamar Chase was like
14.
he's been good, but not great, right?
But
Yeah,
14 for your first round pick, that's
that's
tough.
only 2% under. Like,
But you'd want to
like
I mean, I guess the idea is that your first and second round pick should be guys that carry, because it's not like the advance rate. I feel like the more draft capital, the more it weighs on your advance rate. Like, you could get a round 18 Kyron or Puka, but it's typically not,
I mean, type in CD Lamb. Like,
yeah,
I bet
CeeDee Lamb's
his is
a
his is probably
killer.
like 10% because he's not playing.
Right, but Saquon is playing.
Right, but like
CD
Saquon,
Lamb
17.
is like dead
oh,
even.
he's still there.
I'm a little bit surprised by that. I
That
would have
is
thought it'd be lower.
surprise.
Well,
But
but he has two like pretty good games though, right?
Well,
yes,
And I feel like receiver, you kind of stack up more like viable early guys. So if your like top receiver lets you down the first couple weeks, it feels like it doesn't hurt as bad because you have guys who are usually on the field at least.
and CD is
Oh.
probably paired with JT a lot. When
Oh, yeah.
Saquon is paired more with like a McConkey more often. Like,
Yeah, or
so,
AJ
like,
Brown, not AJ Brown.
right, like I would guess that would have happened a lot more. So that would make sense that CDs is actually a little higher because you're gonna have a lot more of him or
He's-
with
He's just slightly better than Amari Cooper.
good for him. I seen Deontay Johnson down there too. I was in that group. I took him a couple times.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, if he played, like, it's a round 18 pick, like if he actually didn't upset the team and he played for anybody, like, he's a good player. He's just nobody likes him.
Yeah, I think I took a little bit too, and it's like because it seemed, especially when we went to the Browns, you're like, oh, there could be a real role there, and
Yeah,
he
so-
just gets cut.
And so Rashee Rice, like, I looked at my portfolio. My Rashee Rice teams are already doing good. Like, I'm not going to get the boost, but like, I'm probably going to advance a lot of Rashee Rice teams because
What was his current advance? I don't know if I saw it.
14.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me.
14,
Yeah.
So that's,
which is the same number as Saquon. Like, that's so I guess that
Right.
and
is
like
crazy.
some of that was in the second round where Saquon was going, or actually where JT was going, right? Like, because he got steamed all the way up there.
Oh yeah. I mean, 2-3 turn Rashee Rice, like that was getting real common until the news came out, like that last 2 weeks or so, especially.
I mean, I pointed this out a long time, like a while back. Like, remember how he went up and he was like middle round 3 for like about 3 weeks in a row? Like, that I hated that whole round. Like, I didn't like Garrett Wilson, didn't like Marvin Harrison. I didn't like JSN. That one was wrong. Like, I didn't really like the running backs. Like, it kind of feels like already that maybe, like, if you didn't take JSN there, that Rashee Rice might have been the best pick because Lamar's been hurt. Mike Evans just got hurt. Worthy went up there like for a little bit. Like it wasn't like it's going to end up looking like one of the like top 3 picks in that round. I think by the end of the draft cycle, and I think the ones that have
one's probably Devontae.
Yeah, Devonta. And like you look at the next round, like round 5 where you started going later, like that round has a lot of good picks in it. So like the ones that took him earlier may end up coming out of it better, just based on the fact that 5 and 6 where he went at the very end, like those picks are hitting more. Like the Deebo Samuel, the some of the picks around there, like Egbuka was going there, right? So like you're not going to have the Egbuka with Rice unless you took him earlier, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see which version of the Rice teams advance the best.
For sure. That's definitely one where even, just through 8 weeks, Rice is like, we're expecting a lot in the second half, like needless to say.
He's played 1 week and I think he's got a bigger game than Saquon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. He does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saquon's best week, 16 points so far. It's
And-
pretty abysmal for his expectation.
And he was out a quarter and a half.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there are a couple questions, by the way.
Yeah. What up, Pud Daddy? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Love that site. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, BBM portfolio. Yeah, no, it's really cool for stuff like
I hadn't
this.
heard of it. I'm glad I seen it.
2 QB Superflex League. My QBs are Daniels and Purdy, and I have their backups. Would you trade Daniels, Brees, Nico for Lawrence, Olave, Saquon? Let's go to Candyman. What do you think?
Okay. You trade, Daniels, Brees, Nico for Lawrence, Olave, Saquon. I don't want Brees. I don't want Saquon, so that's pretty fair. Nico, not done a whole lot. Olave has actually been better, especially at cost. Lawrence, though, and you get rid of Daniels. To me, I don't want to get the big thing here is I don't want to lose Daniels, even though he's injured. And Hartman and I were kind of talking about this too, about how long do we think Mariota is going to start for? Is it 1 week? Is it 2 weeks? Let's hope it's 1 week, and worst case it's 2 weeks. So I still want Daniels. I'd rather have a replacement level QB off the waiver wire than just trading down to Lawrence, I think, for the meantime.
When he has Mariota. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you're getting rid of Daniels. You're only going to have Mariota for like a week or two.
Oh, no, I'm saying that's why you don't trade Daniels. You already got the backup covered. So, like, if he's out, you just play Mariota.
100%,
like, you're chilling.
Yeah, definitely keep Daniels is the best player in this trade. Keep Daniels.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, I think that Brees, Nico for Olave, Saquon is like a reasonable trade offer. Like I think if you remove the two quarterbacks, it's fair. And I think you're just getting hosed by the Daniels Lawrence part of the trade.
You're just paying into Saquon's name too much.
Yeah.
And it's like the Nico, you're losing a ton of value on Nico or Daniels. Yeah, I would keep your side.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, good advance for the price. Yeah, no, for sure. Him and Darnold, right? They're probably the two best like late ones.
And Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah, Joe Flacco.
Dude,
and he'll be moving up.
Dart has got to be pretty good.
Yeah, Dart's got to be really good.
It's going to get better. It's only 17.5, but it's going to get better.
17.5, but it's going to go up, yeah.
Is Scatabo 25?
Scatabo's at 26.2.
Okay.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. We get a hit.
Yeah. Rookies. Good.
Yeah. And then Quinchon at 25. He didn't even play week 1.
Yeah. He didn't even know the offense week 2.
Look at Montgomery at 24%, and it's risen. It's high because he had that 28.5 point week, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he's really been pretty, up and down. But it's better in best ball. David Montgomery, like easily better in best ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will say too, like I noticed some players I feel like are excluded, like Trey Tucker. I think his ADP was too low. Damn, so like he's not even on here, but I bet he's actually the highest wide receiver.
He's at least in the
he is. He is there. He's at 25.8.
Wow, he's dropped off a little bit.
And QJ's up there at 28. Yeah.
Yeah, 28
is higher than Trey Tucker. I wouldn't have thought that.
And Kayshon Boutte is higher as well.
George Pickens the highest advancing.
That's somebody.
But he's gonna move down.
Yeah, he will. And like with the Boutte thing though, like you're not taking Kayshon Boutte unless you had Drake May. So where is Drake May at?
Drake May 21.7.
I mean, he's further down that list than I would expect. Honestly, like he's been for the price, he's been very good.
I am surprised Jalen Hurts is over him.
A bunch of my advancing teams are actually Hurts teams, weirdly. If you look
he's been fine.
Well, no, he's like, I think his worst game, or for the last 6 weeks, his worst game has been like 18 points. He's not got a 26-point game, but it's like 18, 19, 21, 20, and then that 24-point game. Something like that. I forget the order. I was looking at it today. But like his last 5 games have been really, really solid. Very high floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that does matter.
I guess
Like,
just the no duds,
Yeah.
especially if you paired him with a guy who has been out like a Purdy or something, call
Yeah.
that too,
Right.
having that consistent floor, right?
Right.
What do you say we go down the line and we can start with Hoohames, then go Hartman, then me, and whoever goes first can just pick a position, and then we name, like, could be 2, could be 3 players we think will or won't maintain their advance rate. So, like, someone who will maintain it or someone who won't, and then that's kind of like, you know, then we also could talk about later. We can talk about guys who are going to come up like Rashi Rice, who are going to like raise above what they're expected. But kind of this first pass, you guys want to go down the line and give it some thought?
I think we could like even kind of spice that. Like, I can give out like 2 names, and I have an opinion on it, and then see what you guys think and see if it lines
Perfect.
up.
I love that. That's even better.
That sounds good.
This one is very interesting. Rashad White.
So let's find him.
Because it's pretty high right now.
There he is. 22.3.
22.3.
I mean, like, so he was being drafted in like round 13 the entire time, right?
He's 100% drafted, that's for sure.
Yes.
And this Bucky thing is lingering. I'm going to say he can. I don't know if it'll be exactly 22, but it's definitely going to be above 16.7. It's going to be close to 20 the rest of the tournament.
I agree with that. I think he'll fall a little, but not much.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And like, and this is why I was asking. So if you're looking at the metrics, he's looked really, really good this year. And Bucky, overall, like, he looked fine, but like Rashad's looked just as good this year as Bucky. I think that when it comes back, like, he's proven that he can be a bell cow. And I think it won't just be the Bucky show when Bucky does come back healthy. I think it'll be more of a split based on what's happened. That's why I was wondering. And
I would agree. I think Rashad White has been a little bit more efficient per touch, and Bucky has had maybe just a slightly higher ceiling, but it's not too far off. And then so like, I think Rashad White, he's a pretty solid pick. Yeah. And we knew this, but we all could have drafted him, as one of our highest exposed players. And for me personally, I think I was a little bit above the field, but not by much.
I was well above, but like, I was well above on Eckler too, and with the same exact thing. So like, did I really win? Like, you know. Okay. Second player, I'm gonna go with DK Metcalf.
Ooh. He's at 25.5. That's crazy. I mean,
he had a bunch of touchdowns.
It's all touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers is that historic Aaron Rodgers touchdown rate is kind of still holding true. And so with the limited other, real pass catchers there, I think it's going to go down, but I think Metcalf could potentially be, what is he right now? He's like a top 15 advance rate, he's definitely top 20 advance rate. I think he still stays in that kind of tier, but I think it might just go down a little bit.
I think he falls a little bit more than that, like maybe like around 19 or 20, because I think his range is so strong. Like, there's so many strong receivers around him. I think it'll be hard to maintain just with that low volume offense. Like, he has the touchdowns that kind of give him floor, but I don't know if the ceiling will be there enough to keep him much above 20.
I mean, I was a hater on DK Metcalf going into the season. I had like 2%, like very low, and I think I think 25 is a high, but I think it could stay around 23. Like, the team is scoring more than we thought, right? Like, and when they do score, it's him or a tight end, right? Like, it's no other receivers. So I think that he gets there as a floor play and only a floor play. Like, with all the injuries out there right now and all the underperforming elites like Brian Thomas and Nico Collins and those guys, I think having him on a team is like giving 10 points every week is actually very valuable.
Yeah. No, I guess like maybe I am just underrating the floor a little bit, like how much value that provides. Because
I
him
mean-
being just Aaron Rodgers' go-to guy, that that is pretty valuable just week to week, that consistency. Like they're still gonna have lows because they're so low volume, but
Right.
just being his go-to guy with Rodgers, like you said, his touchdown efficiency. And yeah, it makes sense he'll stay probably. Yeah, maybe he will stay like a little bit above 20 even, like in that 23 range or so.
Yeah, and like
It's tough because I was a hater too, so maybe I'm.
I
expensive.
was definitely a hater, but like, so he was going around where Pickens is, and Pickens' advance rate
Exactly.
is really high, but Pickens is about to fall a little bit because Lamb is back, right? So like,
Right.
and Cortland Sutton, his isn't going to change, probably. Like that's just something that you either got right or wrong.
Yeah.
And the other people around that range, a lot of like Devonta Smith, maybe like Jamison Williams is bad. What has been really bad for this? Like,
Yeah.
so like
I was just thinking that like it's usually the
Or Ridley, I
obviously
bet.
their own player performance determines their advance rate, but it's also relative to the opportunity cost.
Yeah.
So it's like name any guy that went around DK Metcalf, and some are doing good, but a lot of them are doing bad. Like guys that are going
Right.
slightly ahead, Terry McLaurin, terrible. Jamison Williams right with them, better in best ball, but
Kenneth
And then,
Walker.
I was trying to think of one other one was like
Yeah,
who else
Kenneth
was right
Walker.
next to DK?
Like-
You said Pickens.
and Brees Hall at the end of the year.
Yeah, Brees Hall.
Brian Thomas at 4.6.
And
I mean,
Nico too.
look at all of those elite
Harry.
wide
And
receivers.
Drake London surprises me even actually.
All of those elite wide receivers at that 2-3 turn or the 1-2 turn. London, Neighbors, Nico, Brian Thomas, all of them, the bottom of the barrel.
I was kind of saying this earlier this week. I was thinking if you had just drafted Jonathan Taylor or Josh Jacobs ahead of those receivers, like after the Amon-Ra group, like, and obviously Neighbors gets hurt, but if you took him over Nico Collins and Brian Thomas, it would be like a sensational type of advance rate. Like that would be it. It'd be like hitting the nuts for like your first round picks.
Yeah.
But you just, the devil's advocate would say like, okay, what if Jonathan Taylor tears his ACL this week? It's like, actually, what player do you want in week 17? So there's still a long way to go, but where we are right now, there's obvious, really good value on these round 2 running backs.
Yeah. No, the round 2 running backs. I mean, other than Bucky would probably be the only one that's hurting, but when he comes back, his advance rate should kind of, go back to at least. It should at least rise, right? I guess it depends how much the split is.
Did you guys hear that? Okay.
No.
Somebody gave me a call and it like blew my ears out. It was like 3 times louder than all the other sound. I was making sure you guys didn't also hear it.
You can.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up a little bit on here and then all right. Galaxy Pickers, what's up, guys? I'm 5-1, 13-team league. Trade Baker for May. Trying to plan for rest of season. Baker's weapons are hurt. Makes me worried. Thanks. Hoohames, you want?
I mean,
what do you think?
I don't understand the point of this trade. They're both really, really good. Like if you are worried about the Baker stuff with the weapons, that's fine. But like Wirfs is back and Baker is just going to cook. May is just going to cook. I view them very similarly. Baker is in the NFC South, and they generally have much worse defenses over there. And I mean, I guess it's not like, I guess May also has like, I guess the Dolphins, Bills, and Jets are all not good defenses too. So like, the Jets reasonable. I think it's a pretty, like, it's a fine trade. Like nobody loses. It's just a fair trade.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's pretty even. It's just if you have a really strong preference to May, like I don't mind doing it. I'm a big May fanboy, but it's pretty even either way.
I thought it was even. I maybe a slight lean to May rest of season, but I'm thinking about the rushing floor and it's interesting. There's some pocket passers. Baker Mayfield's one of them. Other one's Matt Stafford. It's like, do we think that continues? Because those are Baker does scramble a little bit. I'll give him that. Stafford more of a true, statue, kind of like Jared Goff. Do we think Stafford's guy I'm going to bring up? Like, do we think he can maintain the rest of the season? Kind of what his advance rate is, but I think Patrick Mahomes, he's obviously balling out, throwing better, throwing well, but he's still getting it done a lot on the ground. So like when I think of Baker, I guess he does scramble a little, but Mays I think has more upside with the rushing floor.
Yeah,
It's close.
Yeah, no, and I agree. That's what makes me a little bit more into May, but it's like it's hard to say like you should even trade one for the other unless it's really strong personal preference. Yo, fellas, need to flip Pickens for a comparable RB. Who should I target? My other RB is Henry.
Let me ask y'all, do you think you could get a Josh Jacobs or a James Cook for Pickens right now before like the shine wears off?
I think there are people that would make that trade.
I
I
feel like especially Cook, maybe because he had a
Yeah.
bad week and then a bye.
He's had two
Like-
bad weeks. He's had like two
Right.
under 8, or I think like two under 9-point weeks in a row.
I was just kind of thinking that's like the tier of running back that I would feel good enough about to get rid of Pickens, because I still like Pickens rest of season, but obviously we're just trying to get a little bit ahead of the target share competition from CD, and Ferguson is still really relevant. But Pickens, obviously, he's been a guy, right? So you should be able to get a lot for him, sell high.
I would try that, and if that doesn't work, honestly, like I know this is probably a little much, but I think I'd flip Pickens if you have wide receiver depth. Like I'm not saying like just get rid of him, but I think I'd be willing to trade him for Scadaboo or Judkins if you have to have a running back. Like if your running backs are a wasteland, like I think I would be willing to do that. But like Pickens is still a great pick. Like if you're able to fit him in your flex, you don't do that. But if your flex is filled with somebody better, right, like or equal, I think you can make that lateral move, or you can make that move.
Well, I assume like with one like this, it's probably like he doesn't even have a good second RB starting someone that's
Right,
like
exactly. Yeah.
So it's like the loss at that spot. He needs to fill it, right?
Yeah, like is the drop off from Pickett. Like let's say your next guy is like Khalil Shakir, and it's the drop from Pickens to Shakir, and then you're moving from Bam Knight because you had James Conner up to Scadaboo. Like that, like look at it at what you're trading away, what your flex will, like what the difference will be, and what the average points that you're going to gain per week will be.
I would say if I'm trying to trade for Scadaboo specifically, or Quinshon too, even I would start with trying to get them like plus more. Like you should start with trying to get more, because you might be able to get like a little bit of a haul or kind of improve a different spot too, or keep some receiver depth, whatever.
Or like a Pickens for Scadaboo plus somebody like that's been hurt and starting to come back, like a Darnell Mooney, like somebody like that. That could be fine later. Like we're not sure on, but it could be.
Yeah, that's a good call too. Best one call JSN or Devontae. Like, like start sit.
Yeah. JSN.
Oh wait, no.
They're both on bye. They're both on bye.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Season.
Yeah.
I think he was asking advanced rate stuff.
Oh yeah. That's
advanced rate, right?
I would guess.
JSN's 35, right? I can see him right there.
Yep. And then
Adams, like even he had 3 touchdowns and didn't crack 25 points. Or
yeah,
right, like,
he didn't have any much yardage that game.
He had
kind
like
of like a Rashi
30,
Rice game.
30 some yards. Yeah. I mean, neither one of them played the full game though. Like Adams didn't need to play the whole game, and neither did Rice. So
yeah. I mean, obviously you would have rather had or maybe it was when you were saying in the third round all the guys are like hurt or kind of like bad or whatever. He was like JSN or Devontae. I don't know, but yeah, I mean JSN, he's definitely going to be the top dog in the third round. I mean, no doubt. Right. I think Devontae will keep a positive advance rate though. maybe around like 20. I think the offense will keep kind of humming. I think kind of where he is now seems like a reasonable range where he'll finish, maybe fall a little if they lose some efficiency, but
Yeah. Man, JSN, I wish I had more. I'm glad I started taking him when he fell from the beginning of this third round. Because when he's gone at the beginning of the third round, up there, like before Garrett Wilson and like the Brees Halls and stuff, like I took like all those players, and I didn't like him enough. So
yeah,
I'm glad that
JSN
when
was a
he
mega fade for me,
yeah,
unfortunately.
I find like I ended up at like 4%, which doesn't feel good, but like I like it's not my DK Metcalf 1.8. It's uh
Yeah, I don't know. I probably had like 2%, or I probably had like your DK
right.
Metcalf percent, if even.
Yeah.
I know it's a couple of weeks before he returns, but what do you think of Benson? I just picked him up for free. I mean, definitely a good stash. He might take over that role when he comes back. I don't really think they
Yeah.
I think
they
he's
like
fringe
together.
benchable, or sorry, bench stashable. Like I don't know. It's a mess. Do you really want a Cardinals running back?
I mean, you want Jacoby Brissett to start so the offense is functional, but we know that's not going to happen. So,
True.
like, like that's where I'm at with it. Uh,
How's it going, guys? Hey, what's up, Steve? Thanks for stopping by, brother. The Smitty. So try Brees and Nico for Saquon and Olave. I mean,
yeah, that would be removing the Jaden Daniels and Trevor Lawrence part on that trade. That was the
yeah,
original trade. Yeah.
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 It's just I mean, I get I don't know. I kind of want to keep Nico. I feel like it's just selling low on Nico.
It might be, but like you're also selling high on Brees. And
Um,
honestly, Brees may absolutely cook this upcoming week. And Brees is a trade candidate too. Like Brees wants to be traded. So if Brees gets what he wants and he goes to it, like he's not going to probably go to a bad team. Like he'll go to a contender if somebody's going to trade for him, right?
right, exactly. I mean, if he gets traded, that's like the
Yeah,
golden outcome. You got saved,
right.
or the Brees fans got saved.
Yeah.
Uh, Fantasy Football Garage. I think I would want. Oh, so you're leaning Saquon
It,
Olave. I saw your answer below.
it's not
What
letting me answer for some reason.
like type in?
Yeah.
Huh. I I don't know. That's odd. Because
Yeah.
usually at the bottom you just have to like log in or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Galaxy. I think I may over Baker season. Oh yeah. So I proposed a trade of Bill and Quentin Johnson for Barkley, and my other trade was Quentin Johnson and Bourne for Odunze, but he wants a RB, so I was maybe thinking Genty and Bourne for Odunze. What?
No. No. Like that's selling way too low on Genty. Genty's very talented. Um, they just need an offensive line, and like they haven't been functional with Geno Smith. Maybe if they move away from Geno Smith, that the offense runs a little better. I don't think moving from Quentin Johnston to Genty, like I don't think that's close myself. Maybe it's just holding on to lost hope with your early pick too. Maybe that's how I'm looking at it. But
Yeah, but I mean his workload is so good. I mean,
well, right, yeah, I don't think you could get like a lesser running back would make some sense.
yeah.
But Genty is, I don't know what your roster is, so I don't know what to tell you.
If I was going, hey, what's up, Frizzle? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Would you rather have Chase Brown or Bill? Candyman, Chase Brown or Bill?
I personally would go build. I just think he's better per touch and it's a better offense. I don't really have a lot of faith in the Bengals, even though we've seen like a flash with Joe Flacco being there. I still am skeptical of their offensive line, and I just lean Commanders.
It, I that's a tough one because I I want to say Bill too. It's just I probably lean Bill as well because I think with Daniels back, they're probably just going to be better. I do think Flacco is going to breathe some life into the Bengals, but overall, just the O line and the lack of efficiency rushing, probably going with the Commanders guy, probably going with Bill, and then Hoohames, Chase Brown, and Billy Gannon also Chase Brown.
Yeah,
I give up hope on Chase Brown. I used to love Chase Brown. I've just given up hope.
Then I assume you can go ahead. What's the case for Chase Brown?
It's more like I've been kind of out on Bill, and I was finally in on Bill last week, and it absolutely blew up my face. So I'm probably just angry. But like, I think that Joe Flacco will make that offense decent, and I think like this is the second time already Jay Daniels has been hurt. If that offense is not like they're going to get smoked this week from the Vegas, like just by what the Vegas implied odds are, it's like 12.5, right? Like against Kansas City. Like, do I think like I'm number one? I'm a KC fan. I'm going to bet the line on the Commanders side if I bet it. Like I will take the 12.5 points with the Commanders, but Bill does not get like he gets game scripted out in bad games. So if they don't turn it around fast, I think he's going to get game scripted out of a lot of games. And if Jaden continues to get hurt, I think they're going to be like, I think it's going to be rough for him. Just in general, like the Eagles are good, the Giants are weirdly good, right? Like, and the Cowboys, like he already failed against the Cowboys, like that's bad, like, and it wasn't him necessarily. It's more the offense as a whole failed, right?
Yeah, and I mean,
but Debo was hurt. McLaurin wasn't there. Like there is a very big bull case for when everything is there. If they're healthy, it's really good.
Yeah, see, I think to me it's just I'm not sure how good the running game is going to be with Flacco, even with him making the Bengals decent. But
a part of the bull case for Chase Brown was always he had 53 receptions last year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and he's getting like still that insane workload just in general, right?
Yeah,
like,
right. And like
wise.
Bill's always going to be in the rotation. I think I want the volume with Chase Brown and the offense that is at least like both offenses will be functional. I think I want the volume myself.
Yeah.
And I think it's a pretty fair, like it's a fair question. I think both are good options. I just think I lean towards the volume there. I think the bigger for best ball, I would want Bill. For pick who you're starting, I think I want Chase Brown.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. And I think it's a tough call too between the two. Like that was
it was a really good question.
Was thinking I do Drake London, Dart, and Bill for Chase Brown, Jordan Addison, and Genty. Drake London, Dart, and Bill. Candyman, what do you think?
I think it could be fair. Addison is very nice. London can still, I think, be nice for rest of season. Dart, I like. If it's single quarterback, though, could be replaceable. Bill's a nice piece. I kind of take him over Chase Brown, but I could see the appeal. The best piece in single quarterback here, I think, is Genty, just because of the ceiling. But the Raiders, man, they're kind of sketchy, and Addison's a really nice piece. So I think it depends on your team need because there's so many moving parts. I think it's fair if you want to do it. The right side seems a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah.
And I think the right side too, by a little bit. I would lean the right side as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like both. I think it's just a fair trade, but the right side, you get the two running backs, both of them, all the volume.
Hey, what's up, Fantasy Dog? All-star panel, good looking too. Thanks, Fantasy Dog. Shout out to you. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, brother. One of the premier people, always around, always spreading the positive vibes.
Yeah.
So Captain Clouch Picking should. Oh, okay, right. Billy, what's up? Thanks for stopping by, brother.
It's a night of
I'm
Phillies.
back to back Billies.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the 4-week best ball contest tournaments. Currently drafting the third quarter. Any thoughts on those? Hoohames? I mean, I know I saw you drafting some earlier. Any thoughts on those?
Yeah, I love the contest too. They're hard because you gotta balance the different advance rates because like week 1 is 16.7, week 2 it's 40, week 3 it is, which is, by the way, week 9, 10, 11, 12, right?
Mhm.
Week 11 is 25%, and then you're in the finals with a gigantic amount of people. I think it's 467 maybe. So like you can still draft the people who have by week 12. There's 4 teams, and there's some good teams. Uh, like the Dolphins, like Achan has like this nutted schedule. He gets like it's like the Dolph or it what it's like Commanders and Cowboys or something, and in the 3 weeks before the bye week of the finals. So like there's a whole lot of, do you take the guy to advance or what do you do kind of things, right? Um, I I think there's so much more thought in those contests than there is in the other contests. I think there's huge edges. Uh, I did the second quarter, and like the week before, like before week 4, and I was championing Cavante Turpin. Well, he got hurt week 4, and I had like 58%. And I will go by the fact that like that was the right stand because Flournoy went for 119 and won in the slot role with CD Lamb out like the next week, right? So I think there's gigantic edges if you could dodge the injuries in these tournaments based on like where some people are going. Like Jalen Noel right now is barely drafted. Like he goes at like pick 200 ish. I was pulling him up to like 160 ish or whatever to assure that I get him because I can't trust that Christian Kirk's going to be healthy. And I think Jalen Noel showed enough this last week that he's going to be useful at least.
He's kind of exciting.
Yeah, and like in a contest like that, where like if his ADP is that low, he's not been 100% drafted. The contest was over 50% filled. So not only are you getting somebody who could ascend, you're getting a low owned guy, and that was the whole thesis on the Turpin. But that's the player that I'm targeting, and like Kyle Manon guy, like his workload got a lot bigger last week. You can get him in the 14th round pretty regularly. So there's a lot of like just looking at who is ascending and getting more work right now and trying to hedge into that like feels really good.
Yeah.
And like Chris Godwin goes to pick 130 right now. He's got bye week 9. After that, he should be back and healthy. Mike Evans just went out. Like pick 130 for him feels pretty good. Like to me, like even if like hopefully he comes back. If he doesn't, oh well. Like you were going to lose anyway, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, taking a chance on him or like I see Ayuk
yeah,
down here at like 180. Like
yeah. Like if IU comes
he might
back,
have a little bit longer timeline.
well, they have bye week 10, or
No, they
no,
have
they
by
have
week
14,
14. He's
but they're
targeting week 10 to
yeah,
come
that's what
back.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like even if it's week 11 and you're getting a
Like
guy who
11 or
doesn't
12.
play the first 2 weeks, go
Yeah.
ahead. But yeah,
So
I love the
players who've
contest.
already had their bye and players with a bye week in 14 are like ultra valuable, right? The healthy
Yes.
ones.
So like I'm actually taking Scadaboo in the second round. Like I took him at pick 13 because
Makes sense.
he doesn't have a bye. Uh, and like his average ADP is like middle of the second round, and I mean he's not had a game under 10 fantasy points in half point PPR since he's been starting. So like I think
For
he's a
sure.
very consistent floor play. And after the first week, like the first week is the hardest week to advance in the entire contest
Right,
because it's
right. And then the
16.7. But you're 2 of whatever. So I do think stacking like there is. I actually try to stack out a little bit in week 1. Like like I don't mind doing a bring back in week 1 if like as long as my ADP, like I'm not going crazy with it. Because it is the hardest advance rate.
You know, I mean, that makes a ton of sense. Like,
Yeah.
almost kind of playing like a week 1 BR in a way if you can.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
if you can fit it in, yeah, like that kind of
And-
mentality a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, in the second quarter, I got housed by this team that took Amon Ra, Puka, and JSN all by week 8. They got to the finals with they their entire wide receiver core that's left is It's Wandale Robinson, Darnell Mooney, and Shakir, I think. Like that is it. That's all they got. Or something. They had
They
4. I
cashed.
can't remember the last one, but yeah, it's like 4 of those people. That's all they have. But they're there. They got to the finals.
They cashed. They
like-
cashed. That's all that matters.
Yeah, the cash games. Cash game.
What Candyman, any do you have any like thoughts on these or anything? I don't know if you play these much.
I've only done a little bit of the second quarter. I skipped the first quarter. Do you know how close it is to filling? Because I'm definitely interested.
This is the third quarter,
Like-
and it's
Like 50 something?
Yeah,
it was like it was like 60, I think.
It's gonna
Well,
ramp up because we only have this week until it closes, right?
It's after next week's game. So last time it closed
76.
the week before week 4 started.
Well, it's week 9, 10, 11, 12, right?
Yeah, it's so 22,000 entrants. It is 75% fill. It'll fill by Saturday.
It'll definitely fill.
It'll fill by Saturday
just for fun. But
yeah, that's what
the way I've been managing my bankroll right now is mostly focused on the dailies, like the primetime stuff. So like this, I think to do well in this tournament, like Hoohames is kind of explaining, like it takes a lot of brain power and effort and thinking things through and kind of having a plan.
Yeah.
And I just haven't really gotten to that point yet where to me, it's like, oh, it's a primetime slate. Let me rip a few of these.
I think not overstacking the same bye week matters.
Oh yeah.
Like
they're
yeah,
fun.
I
I like talking through
well, and if you're gonna overstack a bye week, I think doing the second week because it's a 40% advance, 205 is the way to go. Like I built a Mahomes Rice worthy stack. And so by the way, like I've tried to get it with Tyler Warren because that's the week 12 game. Kansas City, Indianapolis is probably the absolute game you want in that slate. I'm going to guess that game goes for like that might be the highest game total we're going to see for a while. Like I know we just had a 54. I could see the game total being close to that. And I don't think either team is going to be able to stop the other team.
Yeah, the way they've both been scoring lately, I mean, yeah.
They're both just moving the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, especially Chiefs fully powered.
Yeah, and I actually think Alec Pierce is kind of like a real he goes like 160. He's actually been going higher, but like I really like Alec Pierce in that specific matchup because of the way that we play defense. I think he's the one that can beat us the easiest. So, and we've been bad against tight ends for a year and a half. So,
yeah. So Warren might be pretty good with it.
Warren might be pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like similar to Candyman with it, where I actually did like 30 of the first quarters, and I did pretty good in that. But like I got 3 to the finals, but I didn't really do much. I got like one did okay, but like not anything big. But like these, it's like yeah, I feel like I have to go in and just get like smoked for like 3 or 4 drafts to like actually figure it out.
Sure.
And then it's like if I'm doing that, I feel like I gotta do enough to make those like couple worth it. Like they might not be terrible, but I feel like they just won't be the best they could be until I actually do a couple.
Maybe this is wrong, but I go into these like with even less worry about ADP. Because I feel like the community as a whole hasn't locked into these. Like nobody does actual real content for them. Nobody puts out ranks. None of that happens. So it's just a bunch of people in there who think they know ball, like me. Like we might not, but we think we do. But it's like you only get those drafts go really fast, by the way, because everybody in there is an absolute degen. So those drafts do go fast. So like if you're trying to plan it out for your first one, like for me, it was like, okay, well, where are the values? And then you're on the clock. It's like, I don't know where the values are. Right. So there's a
Sure.
whole bunch of that going on. And every week the values massively change based on the injuries. Like Egbuka probably moved up like 2 full rounds this week when Evans went down, right?
Guy undrafted,
Probably,
now
yeah.
very draftable. Like Hunter,
Yeah.
probably underdrafted. Now
Yeah.
he's very draftable. Like things are
Yeah.
changing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I do think if you're going to play the contest, you probably want to play like if you want to do like 20 of them, do 5 in each quarter of the draft cycle. Do 5 as soon as it launches, 5 because you're going to try to weave. Like I did one 2 weeks ago and it had Mike Evans and Kendre Miller on it. So I got the wrong end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But if that was Alvin Kamara plus Agbuka, I'd be feeling really good about it.
I think
Yeah.
I'm going to lean jamming some in right before it closes
Yeah.
and then having some fun with it. And then the
Yeah,
fourth
that's-
quarter could be a nice time where it's like we have maximum information on this season. Like obviously
Yes.
things can change week to week, but I think the fourth quarter also people might be burnt out or tired of. And like I'm not
Well,
saying it's going to overlay, but it could just be the fourth quarter could be one to come in and like
well,
spend some time on.
the fourth quarter will be the easiest because
That's what I'm thinking.
the fourth quarter will only
no
have
buys.
it only has
Oh,
week 14
one.
buys.
Right.
That is it because week 13 has no buys. That's the Thanksgiving slate. So
Right.
like there's way more thought in the first like in the second and third quarter than there was in the first quarter or it will be in the fourth quarter. These last two were definitely the hardest two, like for sure.
And then with only having week 14 buys, those are also a lot of really quality fantasy players
Like
that
Drake May,
you
Brock
still are going to
Purdy.
draft them. Like you're going to draft McCaffrey.
Yeah, and there are the important thing is there's 0 buys in the finals. Right. Like I don't worry that much about a single buy for McCaffrey, right? Like especially week 14, which would be the 40% advance rate. So as long as I don't get like
Oh, that's a good point.
So like I'm probably not even going to worry about buys as long as I don't get like 4 of them plus for that week on a team. I'm probably not even going to let it affect me.
The Purdy May like stack.
Yeah. I got to have that Flacco to bring it home. Gotta have week.
All right. Let me catch up a little bit. Who would you play this week? Josh Downs or Alec Pierce? Half PPR. Candyman.
You already know who I'm going to say.
And
Bro, I'm Alex. I'm still Alec Pierce build. Like I'm in. Like he's the big play waiting to happen. The Titans, you can take advantage of them. The sorry defense, big play waiting to happen. Alec Pierce finally gets, I think it's his first touchdown on the season. We'll see it. It'll be 100 yards and a touchdown. Give me Alec Pierce.
I agree.
Yeah, Alec Pierce. That's what I was thinking, but I want to make because I mean Josh Downs ain't bad.
Respect to Josh Downs. It's just
Alec Pierce,
game,
yeah.
highest upside.
I will say that Josh Downs is the better football player. Alec Pierce has the better
Is
role.
he though?
Yes.
Is he though?
Yeah.
This is career year 4 for Pierce and 3 for Downs. We'll have to see where they stack up. 3 years in each.
Well, it's like Josh Downs can do like 90% of stuff better, but Alec Pierce has this one thing that he does better than Josh Downs, and it's really important.
I mean, that's what DK Metcalf made his career on.
Yeah.
He's actually improved. Like, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, an overall football player, Downs is better. That doesn't mean he's better for the team.
Maybe we got it last year was the peak Alec Pierce season, but can you imagine Alec Pierce season like a 90% DK Metcalf prime? Like that would be, where would he have to go? Because I mean, maybe the Colts, it could happen, but they're talking about this. Someone was talking about this on a podcast I was listening to this week. Alec Pierce is a free agent after this year. His rookie contract's up. Because he doesn't resign. Like imagine him in like a lot of other scenarios. Like if he's on like the Rams or something crazy, like replaces Tutu Atwell, or I know Tutu has a contract, but like in that kind of role with a quarterback who's actually like a really legit, passer, it could be insane.
Put him on the Patriots.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Patriots would be perfect.
Tayshaun Booty's kind of Alec Pierce. But
Yeah, so like Alec Pierce himself,
stud.
like next year if he stays on the Colts, like this is a wild thought. If he stays on the Colts, are we drafting him above Jameson Williams?
Probably not.
Like because
No.
JMO's gonna fall. JMO's gonna be like probably like a 6th, 7th round turn pick.
I mean, but
guy.
even JMO's advance rate wasn't even that bad. I mean, we get 1 or 2 more big games, like he can have a super positive advance rate.
Like Jameson Williams what is his advance?
It's even
Dead
right now.
even.
What's Alec Pierce?
He's got to be low.
I think it was right next to it, actually.
I don't think Pierce
it's right there.
Oh yeah, it's right. Yeah, just above it.
Yeah, so like I just think that like they're both awesome offenses. And Downs, I think, could be like I don't know.
Pierce is at 17 because he was like practically free. If he had more draft capital, it'd be negative.
I mean, on the season, like Alec Pierce has 2 like 90-yard games. And
right. He's been like a low end flex. Like he hits your lineup, you're kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I guess that's a step too far. But like I do think Alec Pierce he probably becomes like an 11th round pick next year.
Yeah, I can see that. Kind of like a Bateman or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. He's probably like I'm surprised he wasn't at the bottom of this advance rate.
That's a good comp. I thought Alec Pierce was definitely a cheap Bateman, and Bateman was an expensive, overpriced kind of guy that we were chasing a peak season. But it's hard because it's just the Ravens. When Lamar Jackson's healthy, it's like give me a piece of his offense, and that was kind of the thesis. Was like you can always stack him with. Well, but I mean, Hopkins ends up being the cheaper, better piece, which is kind of crazy, but not that crazy.
I'd have a hard time judging anything going on in Baltimore right now.
Yeah,
honestly, like I don't even know how healthy Lamar really was because he played the last quarter of that second game hurt, right? I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Or the third, whichever game it was, he got hurt in. He played the last quarter hurt, and he didn't look good. But yeah,
and I mean,
no problem, Billy.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard with the Ravens guys right now with Lamar hurt. I was talking about with the JSN Devontae, yeah. This is week 8, Flacco or Jackson Dart. Go ahead, Hoohames.
Man, I'm probably starting Dart and probably losing. Like he put up 20-ish fantasy points against Philadelphia 2 weeks ago. Like the Jets defense has muddied up a couple games recently too. So like I think it's going to happen again? I don't. I really don't, but give me Dart. Give me the moxie. Give me the guy who just lost a game, the dreadful game in like the worst possible fashion. Who trying to get back out there and like prove that he can still do it. Like,
yeah, I'm the same way. And Candyman, you're Dart, no doubt.
I would rather lose with Dart than win with Flacco.
I'm there. Man, like the 3 most fun players in the NFL right now, and I think it's hard to even argue this: Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbu, and Baker Mayfield. They're just so much fun.
Yeah,
like you can have your favorite players, but like it's really hard to just not like those guys.
No doubt,
unless they cost you money, then you can hate them all you want. Like
Yeah, but they are all especially Giants backfield, the exciting backfield.
Right.
Billy Gay and Billy Jones have duel for name rights. Battle of the Billies.
Woo.
Hey, thanks, Fancy Dog. Shout out Fancy Dog. Goat, one of the goats in the chat.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Did you see the Denver comeback stat? Teams down 18 with 5 minutes left.
They were down They were on 19. There was 19 to. Imagine, like I've said this, like imagine betting the under in this game and being 19 to nothing going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like I almost bet the under in this game and I didn't, and I'm very, very glad I did not. I was like teetering on it. And I'm like, I don't want to like because I thought the Giants might get shut out, not the other way around.
Giants are too legit.
I mean, they have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I guess I don't know the exact. I mean, just that it was like
that is also correct.
That
like,
is this.
It is also correct. Like they were down 19, and then they were down going into the fourth, and they were down 18. They scored, and then the Giants scored again and missed an extra point, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
And that made it an 18-point game with 5 minutes left, like 5:32 or something.
Yeah, which is, I mean, crazy to think that ended like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. No problem, Jimbo Fisher. Where do you have? Yeah, Jimbo.
I see that. That's great. I love that.
Where do you have Cade Otton ranked this week?
I don't specifically do exact rankings, but in the BR style stuff, if that's what you're talking about, I think he is borderline like tight end 6. I think Tyler Warren's easily 1. And then you got like Ferguson, Kittle, and Goddard. Kind of, I think Ferg and Kittle are above Goddard, but I think those next 4 are kind of obvious. And then there's a big group like Kincaid, Pitts, Otton, and then you can mix in whoever you want after that. I think he's in that third tier, but I think that I don't know if you guys think that Goddard should be down in that tier as well, but like I think that Otton could be as high as 4 if you wanted to really put him up there with all of his splits with the receivers being hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kittle and Warren definitely over him. Like that, those 2 are easy, right?
Yeah, and then, I think Ferguson's pretty easy too.
Yeah, probably just
he's got like 5 touchdowns or something this year. Like 4 or 5.
They're just humming. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like the volume might go down a little bit with Lamb, but
I mean,
just the offense is so good.
Volume went down. He got 2 touchdowns. Right.
That's what I'm saying about Pickens too. It's like, it's like CD's gonna eat and get his, but other guys can still get work in too. Even Javonte is still. And I have to double check, before I speak out of turn. But like, I thought Javonte did fine too.
The best player on that field was George Pickens in that game. Like the best player was George Pickens watching that game. Like, I know the stats didn't really show it, but I thought he was the best player in the game.
Okay, yeah, I would agree. I'm not crazy. Javonte had 18 fantasy points last week. He had a touchdown and 116 rushing yards. Like, everyone can eat in that offense. It's crazy.
Yeah, and Pickens still had like 10 points, right? Pickens had like 10. Lamb had almost 20. Ferguson had like 16 at tight end.
Pickens had like 10.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, so like everybody. The thing is, you don't want to have 0 of any of the pieces because if it gets consolidated, if all the touchdowns gets consolidated to one guy in a given week, which it'll happen, like it'll be very, very good for you. But like back to Otton, I think you could rate him as high as 4 and as low as 10. I personally wouldn't have him below 8. Otton?
Yeah, this week he's definitely like a
top 12,
no doubt. Like that's easy.
Yeah.
So you're gonna start him if you got him, and you might not have a better option.
But if you're talking about PR stuff, I think he's very good to mix in. Like, for sure.
And he's been a guy that historically he's had. I'm almost certain he's had games with 2 touchdowns, right? Like he it's in his bag.
Well, he had he didn't really get started until Evans went out last week, and he had 66 yards.
I know he had like 80 yards in one game too, and he kind of had that slow start
Yeah.
with the injuries that were nagging on him.
And I don't see Godwin starting this week. Like, they have a bye in week 9. Like, I don't see them rushing him back. And I think that, and the Bucks have a lot of wins. I don't see that happening. So I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but I wouldn't see that happening. So
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm kind of in the. I'd probably have Kate Otten like top 5. Like, you
yeah,
know, I think you could put him up to 3 to me, but I get why like you'd have him under Ferguson, and I think like Kraft and Goddard are kind of like the other two, but I'd probably put him probably over those two just in general. I'd probably put him at 4.
I mean, if you're doing one high dollar draft, I don't think it's crazy to like ignore the other position and target him. Like New Orleans is a decent matchup too. So that's where I'm at with it. I think if you want to do a single draft, or like, and if like Candyman said, if it's a start set question, like, yeah, you just start him. Like, I think he's even, depending on how rough it is, like, I would flex a Kate Otten. I flex tight ends all the time in my leagues. People make fun of me, and then I beat them. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, it can be pretty viable, and I don't know, it feels like there's quite a few viable tight ends this year. Like you can pick from if you're I don't know, like the
Yeah.
Hunter Henrys, the Zach Ertz, like Dallas Goddard, like
yeah,
seems like they're all pretty viable even as a flex. Like, not consistent, like maybe a running back or something, but you can definitely start them in a flex.
There's hardly a primetime Palooza slate if I've drafted more than 10 or 20 teams kind of range that I don't have at least 1 or 2 double tight end teams where I'm flexing a tight end, because you're really just like touchdown hunting in that
yeah.
situation. So it's
And
like, yeah, you want to have some exposure.
a lot of the times they project better than the Tyquan Thorntons, right?
Could
Like
be,
those
yeah.
last round wide receivers. So like, I actually like, especially in the 6-team slates. If it's a 6-team slate, I do really like. I don't do as many PTPs as you do, but I tend to agree. I tend to like the teams more if I got the 2 tight ends.
Yeah, that makes sense in those where they just beat out the receivers by projection, like you guys
Right.
are saying.
Yeah.
My friend, hey,
Hey.
thanks for stopping by, brother. Hey,
Hey.
Charles, go ahead, card. Cheers. Hey, thanks for stopping by, brother. What's up? Hoohames has a photogenic memory.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think he
the
caught me
Broncos game.
close my eyes for a second to look up the Devon A-Chain like schedule that I had seen from the overlay, because I closed my eyes for a second to like remember. I remember 2 of the 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah, make sure to subscribe to Fantasy Football Garage and Hoohames. Yeah, I'm linked below. And then Hoohames linked right there, Fantasy Football Garage.
Yeah,
And on
and
the
if you're
comment.
over on my Twitter, we have 19 viewers over there. Head on over to the Hartman football channel over on YouTube. Smash him a sub. That would be awesome.
My boy Turpin. Is this a good time to sell high on Hunter or time to take him serious after his breakout and hold on to him?
Take him serious.
And
Brian Thomas can't catch.
pretty bad.
I'm there.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
I'm there.
Like,
Yeah.
I have a lot of Brian Thomas, and I'm not happy about it.
I do not have Brian Thomas. One guy, yeah. I mean, I have plenty of other ones that weren't very good.
I like, out of all the outcomes, I didn't see his hands not existing, not be like being one of them. Like,
Yeah,
I could have seen Lawrence failing. I could have seen like their offense like just not humming that well, or the offensive line not being great, or they can't have a running game, so they're only throwing the ball. All of that. Him not being able to catch the ball at all, that was never, ever something I thought that was going to happen at all after last year.
Yeah. Well, you should have seen that hit in the preseason. That's what
Right,
changed everything.
I mean, he got 7 hospital balls in one preseason game. in that one preseason game in the first half. And they're like, why is he quitting? Because why does he because he got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Definitely startable. Liam taking him serious. Jags decent offensive line seems good enough. Our rest season top 24.
Could be kind of aggressive. I thought about it. It's
it like somebody on that off. Like, if that's going to be a good team, a good offense, one of the receivers need to be rated high, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I want it to be Brian Thomas,
And
but
not a whole lot of tight end activity either.
Yeah. Not since Strange is out. Like Britton Strange was their number one. Like, he led them in yards at receiving yards when he got hurt.
Yeah.
So they need Travis Hunter to perform.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I think, keep him.
He's more important to them on offense. That's kind of clear.
Yeah. At this point, absolutely.
Go AZ Cards. What game can disappoint and what game can surprise us for fantasy this week?
Ooh.
What game could disappoint us? Like,
yeah, go ahead.
I mean, so the game that can surprise us, I think, is honestly and maybe you guys don't agree that this would be a surprise, but I think the Eagles-Giants game could weirdly be it's either gonna it could both disappoint us and surprise us. It could I could see this game being 21 total points, and I could see this game being 60 total points.
It was so fun, and it was only 2 weeks ago. It's crazy that the schedule comes back like this, but the last time the Giants played it at home,
right,
and now it's in Philadelphia. I feel like Philly gets their revenge in this one. I don't think Giants are going to sweep Philly, so this seems like the safest bet to get a Philly win. I was just looking at the line actually, and I
Jalen
forgot it
Carter's
as soon as I started talking.
As well, and
it's Philly minus 7.5. Wow.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. So I actually almost won. I was very close to winning the single entry. I had the wrong $200 player on the single entry showdown slate for that game because I moved to Scat. When I heard Jalen Carter was out, I moved my captain to Scattaboo specifically for that. I think that was the same one Hartman. No, that was the other one. But I wasn't gonna go with Scattaboo on that one. And whenever I heard Jalen Carter was out, I moved it to Scattaboo. I think if Jalen Carter is out, I think that's really, really good for the Giants. So with the 7.5. I think if Carter is in and it looks like Vegas thinks Carter is in and it kind of looks like he's definitely going to play, 7.5 might be about right. I think I still like the Giants, but in the spread.
Yeah, I mean the Giants smoked them last time. That's because the Eagles couldn't do anything on offense either. I guess.
Yeah,
but right. But
the Eagles might have
they
unlocked
seem
something. They might have unlocked it this line. I think they finally decided that this offensive line is too hurt to run the ball, and they're going to have to throw the ball.
Saquon's just too old and washed.
Absolutely. Yeah, you nailed it.
The O-line injuries are really
yeah.
But the passing game will make a difference this time.
Right. And the Giants they got an awesome pass rush. And Jalen Hurts, I think he took 6 or 7 sacks in that game. He took a lot of sacks. And I know the Giants have invested in that defensive line, but you're telling me that Jalen Hurts is going to let that happen again? He kept getting caught from behind. He would stop to look downfield instead of running. I think he's just going to take off in this one. And I could see him having a lot of rushing yards.
Yeah.
That's a super fun game because we just had that big upset 2 weeks ago where the Giants won. One of the games I'm looking forward to, and I think I don't know exactly how I think about it. There's limited fantasy appeal, but it's the Green Bay Packers, who are first in their division, versus the Steelers, who are first in their division. So it's kind of like two teams that are heavyweights going at it. And I think that could be a fun one that couldn't end up just being a competitive, like, good game. It's the whole thing of like Aaron Rodgers playing against Jordan Love is that narrative. It's in Pittsburgh. It's the Sunday night game. So it's not in the main slate, but that's kind of one game that I'm excited for this week that I think could be surprisingly like fun.
Yeah, I actually fully expect that game to be fun.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good call too. I think yeah, I could see that one being, especially a revenge game. Aaron Rodgers will make that game fun.
Like, if nothing else, like if Pittsburgh's getting housed, I'm gonna have fun because I'm gonna watch Aaron Rodgers like struggle the whole game and be upset, and that's like a really fun thing for me to watch. I love watching Aaron Rodgers yell at his teammates. Like, I think it's hilarious.
Oh, see, I'm fully on the Steelers bandwagon this week.
Oh, are you?
I mean, I'm a Lions.
Yeah,
I'm a Lions
right,
fan.
right.
Packers
Yeah.
losing, love it.
Yeah,
I
it's possible.
I think maybe for a game that like disappoints, maybe Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Maybe if like Tampa Bay gets a quick lead, they just kind of, I don't know, they just kind of go run heavy, and New Orleans just like, they just, I don't know, I could just see it being a low scoring kind of ball control from Tampa Bay, run out the clock the most they can.
I hope you're wrong, and my pushback on that one will be: we just watched Baker Mayfield absolutely lose the game for his team, and he knows he lost the game for that team. Do you really think he's gonna like lay off in this game at all? I think he's gonna go out there and try to throw for as many touchdowns as possible. That's just where I come from. Like, Baker is a competitive guy who never gives up. And like you could see it in his face. Like, he kept overthrowing the ball. Like, he was too amped for that game. He knows that he lost that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess like that one, like I like Igbuka a lot this week, and I do like Baker, but just for a surprise like disappointment, it feels like all the other ones with the really high totals, like I don't know, it seems harder to see the case for them like failing. Where like that one, I could just see if Tampa Bay like just jumps out to a pretty big lead right away or something.
Are these questions on Candyman's stream? Because like I can't for some reason. So I'm going to close my X stream from this because I think that's why I can't talk in the chat. So,
okay.
Are you seeing it in the StreamYard chat?
Well, I see all of it. Yeah, as soon as I close that, it allows me to chat.
Oh, there's like an option somewhere where it's like, where are you posting? And sometimes if you're trying to like post your comment to everything, it won't like. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I closed that out. Sorry to everybody who was watching. They can't hear me anymore, but they had their come over here moment. So,
all right. So I don't know. I think, do we want to maybe get into a draft pretty soon?
Yeah, for sure.
And then
we can do that. Do we want to do the one on my account? Do you want to just do one on yours? What do you want to do? Are we going to do two of them? Are we going to do the one?
I think probably just the one.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
It's for a dog bowl. How long does it take to do a dog bowl?
I would say a dog bowl is like
15 minutes, maybe. Depending on how long it takes to log in.
I'm definitely cool for 1+. I'm not in a big rush. I'm good. But I know
I'm not either.
Everyone's time.
Okay. We'll do one on mine.
Okay.
And then we'll kind of decide, I guess. It just
Perfect.
You know where it's going, right. Yeah. Did you want to Candyman, was there anything else you wanted to bring up on here? I know like earlier when we were naming the players or whatever.
We're gonna have to come back to this another time. This is just, there's too much good stuff here. You know what we should do next time?
There's a lot.
Next time we'll think about it, and maybe we can script together a game out of it or something, or a guessing thing, and that'll be a fun.
I mean, we just
bit.
got sidetracked. We did the one, like I did the two, and then we just started talking.
Yeah.
Typical.
Well,
So, yeah.
I think I realized the chat was like starting to pile, and I'm like, man. I was like,
Well,
and then then we
Just-
started talking about like, oh, this guy or that, But
It's
The
just
one I
kinda
was going
tough.
to is I was gonna say Stafford. Like, do you think his advance rate gets even better, or is this as high as it's gonna get? I'm kind of it's at 22.5. I'm kind of thinking it can continue to rise because his opportunity cost was so low.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen? Puka comes back. It's only gonna go up.
Well, the thing is, like, look at Puka and Devontae Adams as well, because I'm sure Puka's is way up there.
Puka 17.6.
Only 17%.
Well,
I mean, he's had a
first
bye and he
rounder.
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like, I would think that, like, because you think about where he was going, right? Like, it was him and Amon-Ra
interesting.
and CMC, right? Those were all three good picks. But there at the end, Nico, Neighbors, BTJ, King Henry a lot of the time, Achan, all of these players were going ahead of him quite often, right?
Wait.
And he is absolutely cooking those players. Amon is low.
Amon
That's
has a
wild.
negative advance rate.
That is wild.
It's
trying to figure
probably
out why
because
that is.
TMC.
well,
is
it's
that
probably
TMC?
because he was mostly paired with the other wide receivers, right? Like nobody was bringing up JT.
Yeah.
Nobody's bringing JT up all the way over there with Amon-Ra.
Maybe that's part of why Puka's so low then too. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, well, Puka for a while was drafted to like the 7-8, right, with CMC. So he got paired with JT quite a bit, or with and Ladge probably.
If you're
pretty
low,
low
I mean,
as well.
do you have a Puka JT team? I was looking. I don't know if I do.
I do, but I spent the entire poodle drafting Puka at the 101.
Oh, I was saying in Best Ball Mania, but like I guess in general,
No,
I
no.
think I have limited. I was thinking I needed more JT variants than what I have.
I have 11% Puka or 11% JT and 14.5% Puka. So
okay, that's pretty healthy.
So I specifically went out and got a couple teams of that for sure. I don't know if I did it in Best Ball Mania, but like I don't even care which contest it's in. I want the combos because if you get first in any contest, you pretty much pay for your year.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like so
of course.
Yeah.
Do I care? Like, yes, I would prefer to win the $2 million to the $20,000. But I'm pretty happy if I won the 20,000.
Question for you forward looking to 2026. Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, all of them were practically free. All of them could have been drafted in 100% of your drafts or 50% of your drafts, however much you wanted. All other things considered equal, would drafting a quarterback, and they have very different profiles, but they're all, an old guy who's kind of hurt, or maybe he's not hurt, but also has the best receivers he's ever had. Stafford, Darnold coming off a career year. Can he maintain it, or does he kind of, fall, or, but he's on a new team. And then Daniel Jones, also a new team, trying to, former first round pick, trying to like bounce back, who hasn't really done what Darnold did the year before. So three different, very like profiles, but knowing what you know now, like, and I'm trying to forward think too, is would you make the case that any one of those three guys at cost is worth their pick if you could go back in time? Stacked or unstacked doesn't even matter. Like they're obviously worth the pick, right?
Right. Well, the same question could be said for Geno Smith, Cam Ward, right? Like they were going in the same area, and there were just as many misses down there as there were hits.
Sure.
Like so,
because I have a decent amount of Cam Ward and Geno Smith.
Right. Like I had 8% Geno, which I don't even understand how I got there. Like 6% Cam Ward. I ended up getting the 6% Sam Darnold. Like I was worried about Sam Darnold's offensive line. It's the only reason I was out on that. And I was right in the fact that offensive lines have ruined teams, but it was the other ones. It was the Texans and the Raiders, right? Like it wasn't the Seahawks. So I mean, I think you just take the shots. I think you just want good exposure on all of them.
Yeah, late round QB pays off. Look at the two worst QBs in advance rate. It's Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, but they've been hurt. Like,
true,
it's a third round pick that hasn't played, but half the season. Like they've only played like 3 games. Like,
true.
Of course they're going to be low. Like that one makes total sense to me. Like the CJ Stroud is way worse to me because he was really low opportunity cost, and he's played every single game. Trevor Lawrence
looking back, the thesis on Stroud at cost over Darnold or Stafford doesn't really make a lot of sense.
There was a reason, because he was going around Herbert for a lot of it.
Yeah, well, the Rams were just always a better team than the Texans, like on offense, not on defense.
I mean,
so
you had the back injury stuff. Like Stafford never drops to 170 if the back injury stuff never happens.
I saw Stafford go undrafted.
Yeah, me too. Actually, no, I didn't because I took him every time he was in the last round.
I remember being in a position where I couldn't take him, or I didn't think I could take him. But like even then, probably 4 QBs would have been justifiable. Like
that's when I did. Like, I was like, I did a couple 4 QB teams, and it was when, and they were usually when Sam Darnold or Matt Stafford or Geno Smith was there in the last round. Like for Dimes, we never knew if Dimes was going to start until the very last week.
I know.
So, like if we were drafting from May all the way through, like I did and you did and Hartman did, like that one, I forgive everybody. But if you were drafting all in the last week, like I probably would have had an absolute bag
of dimes for sure. Look, it's crazy that Cam Ward was 100% drafted, but then Dart was also would go undrafted, and look how fast like Dart comes into a starting role. I mean,
I'm gonna guess that Tyler Shuck was more drafted than
he was for sure
because like we all thought that they were just gonna give him the reins. I was in on that. I thought that he was just gonna get it. I thought it was a free quarterback in round 18. I took a bunch of it in round 18, thinking it's just an extra quarterback. And like the thesis is still there because those teams still have 2 quarterbacks and have a third one that's almost definitely going to be viable in the playoffs, right? So like that's like worst cases happen, but it's still not a bad case. At least you didn't get hurt, you know.
Yeah, the injuries, it's always the caveat. It's like you can explain the injury.
The thing that I'm the most upset about is believing that KOC was fully in and knew for a fact that JJ McCarthy was going to be the guy. That's the one that like kind of gets to me because I flat out just took JJ McCarthy over Jared Goff over and over again. And that feels bad.
I don't see Goff on here. He's actually decent, which makes me feel good.
Yeah, Goff is good.
Because I was worried about the offensive line there, but their offensive line looks very good.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of trouble with the guards, but it hasn't hurt them too bad because the tackles are so strong.
What would you say, Odunze for BTJ rest of the season? What do you?
Odunze.
I think it's Odunze.
Odunze for sure.
Yeah. And if you look at second quarter contest or third quarter contest, like Odunze goes like a full round or 2 ahead of BTJ.
Wow. Oh, that's actually not that surprising.
Like let me bring I'll look up the rankings on my side real quick.
So is there anything else on here, or should we go over to?
Let's rip it.
Yeah.
Underdog. All right.
So Odunze ADP is 25.2 and Brian Thomas is 30.9.
Closer than I thought.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a little further away, but that's because Brian Thomas has fell, and fallers it takes them longer because the auto drafters get them right.
Interesting. Yeah.
So, right, and yeah, so But like either way, Rome is higher. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna enter right now. These usually take a couple minutes to fill anyway. Yeah, waiting for 9.
it's gonna be a while. That's kind of why.
If
Oh,
if it's not really filling, if it's not
like 10 minutes ago.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
we might.
All right.
We'll get it to fill.
if it's not really filling, maybe we'll just do like main slate or something.
What do you guys think of Darnell Mooney this week against Miami?
So Penix is questionable, but he's going to play. Mooney, is he also slightly questionable, or is he just fully good to go?
I think he's just good to go, right?
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was a part of it or not. I'm
I heard a stat the other day. Like, if you go back and you look at all the games that Mooney's played with London splits aren't very good, and Mooney had 1,000 yards last year, right? Like, or right at 1,000. I think he was like 990 something.
Yeah, 992, I think.
Yeah, it was like almost 1,000, and he came back this last week, and he's been back 2 weeks. He kind of like the first week was kind of getting his feet under him, and then this past week he I guess has he really been back for that many weeks? Oh, why is it
just
showing
one, right?
stats for? No, it's showing stats for week 2, 3, 4, and then he didn't play for
Then the bye.
the bye, and then he didn't. Yeah, that's right. He came back for a little bit. So week 2, he had 2 red zone targets and 2 receptions, but none of the red zone targets were caught for only 4 points. So if the red zone target, that's 10 points. But last week he had 5 targets, 3 receptions, 68 yards, 126 air yards for 9.8. He wasn't like 100% coming back. But it does look like, and then you look at London, I don't even think London looked that good. Like I think that Mooney is a pretty good pick this week for like dog bowl style stuff. Like I'm not like I've done 2 of these.
I like it.
I've only done 2 of these, and I'm not going to do any more. And I happen to take Mooney in both of them, so maybe
3 out of 3.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
He's
a scroll pick for sure, right? He's not going to get drafted every time.
He gets close to drafted every time, but
oh really?
I mean,
number 1, there's 12. There's 12.
It's Miami.
Yeah, and the matchup's so nice. Well, have you guys seen the Scott Barrett stuff on Mooney versus London?
You were the one talking about it. Yeah,
I haven't.
Drake London first read target share. Mooney outer hurt 47%, with Mooney healthy 23%.
Yeah,
and then so when they're both playing, London 57.8 yards per game, Mooney 57.1.
Yeah, like I'm pretty out on London this week for BRs. Like he's the number 3 wide receiver drafted right now. Like I would take him in like the 4th or 5th round. You know, like I still think he's a better pick than like Mooney straight up. But Fantasy Dog, this is a dog bowl, by the way.
Oh yeah, DBQ or dog bowl qualifier.
And by the way, for those of you who do not know, a friend of the shows out here, Hulk Smash Potatoes, he won the Dog Bowl Pick'em entry this past week.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh really?
With the 76X. I barely missed mine. I had an 8 leg. I missed 2. One of them was touched. One of them was Cortland Sutton, who got a 2-point conversion, which I think should count for half.
I have a question about how that works. So the minimum bet for the Dog Bowl qualifier pick'em, is it like $5 or $10?
Yeah, 5.
5. So let's say you did make ease of math. Let's say you did. You could do more, right? You could do a 10, right?
Yeah, you could do whatever you want.
You could do whatever.
So if you make a $200,
you get the times 70, so you'd get a $700 payout. and you qualify, right? Like that's how that would work.
Whatever the highest multiplier that wins, that put the
Right.
token on wins. It doesn't give you extra money, but it gives you an advance into week.
Right.
It ends in 3 weeks, by the way. It's like I think week 11 is the first week of the everyone with the token gets another token for week 11. And I think, and
Because they have to qualify, right?
yeah, like they get 3 token, like those people all get tokens. I think they all might get 3 tokens. I can't remember exactly, but
I
like
think that's right.
I
That
think
sounds
they
right.
all get 3 tokens and they all make multiple bets, and the 3 highest advance to the finals. So of the 10 people who advance, the 3 highest that advance a token in that week. So most people will probably do one kind of easier one, and then and then 2 like reasonably scaled ones, right? Would be the smart way to do it.
Yeah.
So like it should be interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, it could just be that not 3 people don't even have successful ones that week. Like if everybody goes crazy, like I think it would be smart to do like a 2-leg one, just to make sure, like to
Yeah,
try to
something
make
hits.
sure,
Bottom feed.
yeah, to try to like if everybody tries to go crazy, because like when you're going against the entire pot of the entire like the whole community, you probably need a 50 to 80x, right? But whenever it's just 10 people, a 5x may win.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if like a couple of them are going so crazy.
Yeah, you
Like if
just
they
go like
decide to go crazy with it.
you just go Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, and CMC, like just top 3, just go for it. You get your 3.8x or whatever, and maybe it's good enough. I don't know. I don't know what the strategies for those people will be. I hope to be one of those people. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. 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 I mean that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
So we
you
are
get to go to Kansas City.
waiting on 2 for the Dog Bowl qualifier for anybody who wants. Like this will fill. Go back to the other sheet then, and one of you two pull out a name, and we'll talk about advance rate a little bit more.
Sure.
Sure. Let me
Wandale versus
I was gonna pull
Wandale
on Twitter and I got
versus
distracted. I wanted to see if we could look at the Dog Bowl qualifier from week 7.
the winner.
Yeah, of the draft.
I mean, I could just look up on my results.
Yeah, I guess you could also screen share your results. We could.
I think I don't think I have a dog bowl last
I
week.
do one a week, so
Oh wait. Oh no, I had a flea flicker. Did not
all right.
go well.
There you go. Mine did not go well either. This was the team I put up. It felt really good because like I took Goddard, CD. So Devonta Smith went the pick right before I took Golden. So I should have I wanted Devonta Smith really bad, and I could have went into the night game with a Pacheco 11 points, Jalen Hurts, and I was barely off from that. And if that happens, I don't take Goddard. I don't know who I take, but it would have been Goddard.
Probably better.
It would have been better than 3 points, right? But then I would have had a lot of hope with the CD Lamb plus Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt. Like it would have felt pretty good. So the winning Dog Bowl, 159.
Jeez.
5 points higher than the winning BR. And Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift, Bo Nix, Jake Ferg, Olave, and Keenan Allen. He didn't even have Devonta Smith here, who had 30,
or AJ Brown.
Or AJ Brown, right? He didn't even have his quarterback stacked. He didn't have a bring back in it. Just awesome plays. Like it's not like Keenan Allen and Chris Olave were bad plays, right? They were awesome plays. So that was using RIP Buster Boys. So Dave here has been top 10 like every week, and I don't think he's punched a ticket yet. Crutches down here at 10. Buster Boys had 2 in the top 10 and failed. That's got to be awful. Another Bo Nix, Quinshawn, Kamara, Olave, Devonta Smith. So he got there with Alvin Kamara. 4 points from Alvin Kamara.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Because he hit the
That's
nuts
insane.
everywhere else.
You just had to have Bo Nix. You had to have Bo next week?
Nope.
No. Whoa.
No.
Oh, Dart.
No.
Yeah, it's close enough. But you have to get the nuts
I
on
mean
everyone else.
that's still 8 points different or 9 points difference. Right? Because it was 39.
He just
39.
He just hit both. He hit both running backs.
And he had Devonta Smith plus Keenan, Berg, and both of the and actually he didn't have QB or running back 1 because running back 1 was Jonathan Taylor, right? Because Jonathan Taylor was 32.
So who did he take as his first overall pick?
Judkins?
Judkins?
Quinshon.
Yeah.
And I was very into DeAndre Swift last week.
Yeah, he's been on a roll.
For PR stuff. And I think he looks really good again this week, by the way. So these were the top dog bowls last week. Are we still waiting, by the way? I
think we're waiting on 3.
Yep.
Waiting on more now. Nice.
Hartman, that reminds me when I saw Jalen Hurts, we got Flacco and Atlanta defense as our waiver pickups for our FFPC team. And also every time I look at our lineup and I see Gadsden, I just smile. I'm like, man, we're too smart. We picked him up, but then we started Barner over him last week and like whatever. But
we won and we won.
This was our lineup.
We need points.
We needed 122 points to get there. We had 95 points with the 1 week too early with Xavier Legette on the swap.
1 week early on Xavier.
Because he had 18 points or something last week, right? So if he we wouldn't have got there, but we would have been 8th.
Yeah.
If the weeks were swapped, right? And that was with only 8.6 from AJ Barner. So we actually hit a really good team because Bryce Young at 19 is fine. Rachaad White, Jacobs plus McConkey could have got there. Let's look at the teams that won in the week that we done it. We'll look at the bottom team. That's the second look. They had one in the other. So they cashed 2 weeks in a row. Dowdle, Kamara, they had Kamara in both weeks. And Olave. So they got there with it's a very solid team, right? You got the Pickens, you got the Dowdle, you got Drake May, the Kamara. Really solid. But we were pretty close. We took the wrong tight end, and the thing is the swaps that we had, none of them would have mattered. So that's good. Because we talked about the swaps. None of them would have got us the 20 extra point. Because we needed 30 extra points, right? We were a little more off. We needed a better tight end and a better pick there. But the Josh Jacobs, Rachaad White, where we McConkey, where we started,
it's good core.
Was right. The core was correct. Yeah. So hopefully we could do that again. Because we could have definitely got there with better picks at the end of the draft. So
yeah.
And I don't think Drake May was drafted that early that week, so he was probably a pick that we could have taken. Prescott was probably drafted really early. All of these are Drake May teams. Trevor Lawrence, same amount of points as Bryce Young. So basically, if it wasn't Drake May, it didn't really matter there. Let's look at the tight ends. We wouldn't have had a chance at. So Michael Mayer would have got us an extra 5 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that does matter because that would have put us in the Legette getting. So Legette in that game, by the way, was wide open in the end zone where Bryce Young missed him. And Legette was wide open on a wing route or a swing pass that would have been a 60-yard touchdown. That 60-yard touchdown would have been basically 20 points for us because we would have got 4 for Bryce. Like we would have got 5,
Right.
6 for Bryce Young for the yardage plus that. So that would have been 6 more for Bryce Young, and that would have been another 12 points for. So that would have basically gave us 20 points and put us with like really close.
So I know that Bryce is like
It was just one
questionable,
of those.
probably out. Dalton's going to be starting, but do you think that Leggett doing what he's doing right now, and he's not really the problem? Do you think he's going to be able to hold off Coker, and Coker's role is going to suffer?
I think if Bryce Young can figure it out, which is a big ask right now, I think they're just going to cook.
There's
Like,
no
honestly,
passing volume's just not going to get there though, right? To support 3 receivers because they have 2 very capable running backs and they know it.
I do agree with that somewhat, but I think the only reason they're running it like they are is because Bryce Young is inconsistent. I think Canales when he was with Baker Mayfield, he let Baker sling it. I think they're running the ball because he doesn't trust Baker, or he doesn't not Baker. He doesn't trust Bryce as much. I think if Bryce Young got more consistent, I was big on Bryce before the season. I thought he was going to take a step forward.
I had a lot of Bryce.
I would say though the Panther probably like the strength of their O line though, right? Like how good they've been running the ball. I mean that probably dictates it. I guess the Bucks are really good running the ball, but I don't know. It feels like at Carolina, like just their rushing efficiency is, one of the better. Like they seem like one of the better rushing teams in the league, and
they
just
really
don't really have
do.
the weapons to run it like Tampa Bay. But obviously, yeah, Bryce Young. I mean, he's not Baker.
But yeah, that one missed throw by Baker literally cost us 20. Like it cost us 20. Like it cost us 18 points exactly on that one throw. That puts us at 113, which puts us in the top 20.
Mm.
Right, like, and that was just one missed
Pretty
throw.
close.
Which I mean that means that the theory was right. Like, and that was a swap. Like because we had Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
We had Brock Purdy plus
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb plus
I think that was it.
We were 1 week too early on CeeDee Lamb and Leggett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and if Lamb would have played, Pickett, like that Pickett's volume, like Pickett probably doesn't get the 20 points or whatever, 26 points he had that week, right?
Yeah. He had a monster game that
27 points, right? Like, let's just say that it split a little bit, but Lamb had 20, right? Like, because I think they would have just scored more, right? And they would have been leaning towards Lamb probably. But that was that game that Pickens has been an absolute animal 2 weeks in a row. Man, but Dak still loves Lamb, right? Like, so I think the gamble on CeeDee Lamb was worth it. And I think I think the decision to go to Bryce Young plus Leggett was right as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think that path was definitely there. So I feel pretty good about it. Like,
it's the kind of process we want to have for sure.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, I think like you said, the core felt good in it. I don't know. It feels like yeah, we didn't make any like huge mistakes. It's just yeah, I mean the swaps aren't really any good options.
Well, yeah, because we took Brock Purdy expecting to be able to take Juwan Jennings in the last round or Kendrick Bourne. And Kendrick Bourne went way before. And then the very last pick was Juwan Jennings. So even if it happened, we were screwed.
Well, I think like Lamar was out too, and like all the guys ahead of us, like there were a couple guys out.
Yeah, I was surprised we got Bryce Young because Bryce Young actually had a decent matchup that week. Are we good?
Yep. Starting in 30.
Woo!
Where are we drafting?
I was sweating. I was like, man, I don't want to have to call
10.
this with no draft.
Yeah. So yeah. That was
all right. So we got
Legion. We got Math in here. We got Legion,
Coolers.
Crutches,
Coolers,
Best Ball Viper. Man,
Viper.
The gang's all here.
Yeah, I did one of these early. So I will say this.
Gunner.
If you want to. Oh, we can't bring up draft boards, so never mind. But
wait.
So the running backs do get very ugly. after
I was
round
kind of
2.
leaning that we either do an anchor RB or we just double tap if we like the combo. Can you think of like a late running back that you think is worth it this week?
Yes. Do we want to talk about it now or not?
Sure. I mean, we can always
Like,
get one early and then get one late, like
I
Moningai or
think
something.
the best absolute scroll guy, and
Hubbard.
this is sick. You could just say Algier gets there because I mean we've seen back like several weeks in a row we've seen a team with
The
5 to
matchup
8
for
points.
Hubbard is actually really appealing.
I actually really like Kyle Manungai this week as well because Manungai's got a lot of volume. I don't I don't think I want to go there, right? I like for our one dog bowl. If I was to do a lot of dog bowls, I think Manungai would be on my roster.
What do you think the ownership difference is in a guy like Woody Marks compared to these guys?
I can't
'Cause
imagine why Woody Marks is going ahead of Hubbard right now with the matchups
So Hubbard's just getting outplayed.
yeah.
but
Is
he's
the pro like,
we still
it's
just
still
know
drive for
what his
drive.
like ceiling is. Like I know he's getting outplayed, but like do we think the Dowdle is playing better this year? It comes down to the Bills are like a run funnel defense, right? It's hard to pass against the Bills.
Right. So with Manungai, he had 13 carries last week with 3 targets and 2 receptions, 94
Yeah.
total yards. Like, and like I think they're going to pass more this week, but it's just a low owned guy who I think could be fine. Like if you were to do volume here,
My only worry with Monungai, and I do like him, is we're just like chasing the last week's results because I've done it with Marks and it hurts, and I've done it with Bill and it hurts. Like so, I feel like the rookies are so inconsistent week to week that it's not like Swift went down or something, right? Swift is still got a bigger workload.
Well, Swift is hurt. By the way,
so we're up now.
I would think either we go Javonte revenge game. He's like just the ultimate.
Yeah, I like that.
Or Scadaboo.
I think it's one of those two. So I would lean Javonte then.
I think we're
Javonte.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Igbuka is the number 2 wide receiver on the slate.
Yeah,
I have Igbuka number 2 on the slate is where I am.
I was pretty much fine with either. I just really like securing the running back, I think. Like I was just leaning a little more towards the RB in these.
So there is a running back that goes a lot later that I think that will be going here that I took it. I did one on the Maddox stream today. I was at the 12 hole and I pulled up a guy who's been drafted at like 25 on average all the way up. He's still on the board, obviously, but that's Rashad White.
Oh yeah.
I think he's like if Igbuka's there for us, I would petition hard for Igbuka.
I think if Igbuka's there, I'm the same. I do. I mean, I like some of the running backs, but I think if he's there, that's the play.
I like Scadaboo. I don't hate the Breece Hall versus Cincinnati as well. Cortland Sutton's got an awesome matchup.
Sutton's interesting for sure. Very interesting.
Rome. I like Rome a lot this week. He pulled him up quite a bit. Getting a unique combo.
I would love to get Igbuka here. Like that actually opens it up to a late running back in Kamara as well. If we were to get that, because Kamara now is like free and clear, right?
Oh yeah, and Scadaboo even goes.
Okay with the Igbuka?
Candyman?
Yeah, definitely. The Igbuka, obviously, and then I was looking into it. Did Rome get drafted or is he still available?
Rome went at
Yeah. Okay. So Rome and to me is in a similar tier, but I can't ignore Igbuka.
I think Rome's like the wide receiver 4 on this slate. I have it chase Igbuka, and then I think it's like I think that those two are the clear 1 and 2. Honestly,
like you're saying, the slight downgrade for Lamb because of the matchup, you want to fade him a little bit.
Well, Denver's defense is really good. Not that it mattered when the Giants put up 32 and lost to 2 extra points. But I just think that Baker probably makes it all the way back too. I don't know if you want to just stack it up. But like Kamara, like go look at the ADPs and look where Kamara, because Kamara is usually drafted like ADP like late, like 50-ish or something.
I think the Saints are a pretty
36.
easy matchup for Baker as well. So like that, this could be a priority kind of stack, but I don't know.
I mean,
We definitely want to like get some guys and then push QB,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think if a good
Yeah.
running back makes it back, obviously we just take that.
How do we feel about tight ends in this slate?
They do. I think there's.
I
Like
don't
a
like
top
Kittle
7.
against Houston. Ferguson. Now we're double tapping Dallas guys. Goddard's been a risk. We like Otten. Kyle Pitts is pretty nice.
I don't mind Pitts. I don't
mind
Shannon.
I mean, I think if Baker's there, we just like go look at quarterback real quick. Look at the ADP of Baker.
So like these tight ends are going
I actually
pretty
like
late,
Evan Ingram a lot too.
So we could
it
just
looks
wait
like
on tight end.
Mark Andrews even
Actually,
undrafted.
Colston Loveland may be my favorite tight end on the slate. I actually took Taysom Hill already in one of these, so we're not going to do
You're
that.
wildin'.
I am. It was
ultimate scroll. Even Colston Loveland's risky.
That was the one I pulled Rashad White up. So like, and actually Jawan Johnson would be a fantastic bring back for Egbuka, and he's like rarely drafted as well.
Yeah,
I like that. I do like that. So I think we're all good with the tight ends. We can push that. Let's try to hammer these quality plays and then see if we can get lucky with QB and tight end.
So Rashad White did get pulled all the way up.
Right.
So like, look at where he went here. Like he's basically his ADP in BRs is like 32, 33 right now. And it's been moving. Like people are starting to pull him up. People do like it a lot.
What's his ADP in this? 21.
Yeah, I pulled him up to 13. I actually took Brees Hall plus. Like I wanted to be unique at that. Like I basically wanted to pull 2 people up from the middle of the second to the 2-3 turn.
McCaffrey and Swift, I think, is a pretty strong combo.
Oh yeah, and you fit Olave in there.
That's kind of look at the running backs. That was like probably a tier break for me. I'd take Swift over Brees Hall right now. Yeah. To me, the rest of these running backs, I would wait for like Hubbard or Stevenson. Well, no, Stevenson's a terrible matchup, but
I'm completely out on Stevenson.
Yeah, in this matchup, I understand that.
I want, like, I don't know if you want to do the double running back game.
We don't have to.
Huh?
We don't have to. I think
hit QB real quick.
Cliff.
Hit QB. Yeah, like Baker's top guy. I think I'm personally we take Baker, lock it up. Actually hit the draft board.
The only thing with like we don't have to have Baker to succeed with Egbuka, because Egbuka could just fill a 20-point spot, and it's like, he doesn't need Baker to go nuclear to do that.
I get that. Me personally, I'm in on the Baker Mayfield just had a bad game. Baker Mayfield is very good, and he will come back to get revenge on anybody who is against him.
True.
This week.
Quarterback is highly replaceable. Though we saw, you can win with Knicks or you can win with Dart. So like, I'm just trying to think of like, are there other wide receivers that we think are a bigger tier break?
Okay,
go to wide receiver.
Caleb, go to wide receiver real quick.
We're on the clock.
I'm fine with Ted.
Yeah.
Not Waddle.
Oh, Ted. Yeah.
It's a bad matchup against Buffalo, though. Would we rather get?
We could just take Kittle.
Candyman.
I don't like Kittle. I'm cool with Ted or Waddle.
All right. We'll go Ted then.
Arroyo.
Yeah.
And then,
All right.
Just the whole thing. It's like, is Dalton the QB? Is Dalton good or bad for the receivers? The Bills are a run funnel defense. They're hard to pass against.
I don't even think it's that they're hard to pass against. I think it's that they're so bad against the run that they just don't try as much. Because like they're really bad against the run. Like I think the run funnel stuff, like half the time it's because the defense, like the other side of the defense is good, and half the time it's because the one side is just so bad. And I think that this is a situation where it's just how bad.
Now I'm
they
wondering
are.
if we just team stack Carolina and take either Dowdle or Hubbard later, and it's like we just think Carolina is going to shoot out with the Bills, and I don't know, we might need a Bills piece. Kincaid.
That'd be okay. He's questionable, I know.
Yeah,
I don't know how legit.
I don't think he's like a must
Yeah.
draft.
Like I'm still 100%.
Okay, so we're up. So
I'm Baker here.
Okay, we go Baker. If not, Rico's top guy, then big drop.
Yeah.
Diggs, Nico. If we want to go 3 receiver, Goddard, Otten.
I'm fine with Baker. I would probably lean Rico Dowdle, just best pick on the board.
Up to you, Hartman.
But then we're giving ourselves a big Carolina,
Yeah.
Without like that forces us to like make sure we get Bryce Young. Like if we don't get Bryce Young coming back, like if somebody goes Leggett plus Bryce, we're like.
Well, I don't even know if Bryce
dead,
plays,
so.
right? So I think we do it quarterback list, and we say this is the week you want Carolina pieces, but not their quarterback.
That is fair.
Yeah, you get like Dart or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see Tech getting there without.
We started the QB run. That feels good at least because now we're pushing value that we can still get a nice.
I really like. I liked pushing. So the 11 hole, by the way, took double tight end. National tight ends.
Oh yeah, there you go. I mean,
I don't know if I would do that with Kittle though. Kittle is really having a slow start back.
Did you hear think Kittle's gonna like go off?
So
that was Shanahan's fault, right?
Number one, they forced him to block every play. It had nothing to do with him not even like he just didn't go out in routes.
He said he hasn't worked out in weeks. Like he was on like he literally has not like lifted weights. Like he hasn't been working out. Like I'm sure he's had some deterioration of like his like strength and speed.
I get that, but like George Kittle was one of the 2 people that invented National Tight Ends Day. And it is National Tight Ends Weekend. George Kittle has never not had a touchdown in National Tight Ends Week. That's the thing. The National Tight End Day, I think, like George Kittle will score. Like
he's playing against the Texans. They're pretty stingy. They're pretty stingy. That's a tough matchup.
I honestly don't care. like George Kittle is going to score this week. Like I'm probably going to put an unreasonable bet on George Kittle.
Okay, Hoohames, dollar bet me and you. If Kittle scores, I'll give you $1. If he doesn't, you give me $1.
$1. How about we just up the ante and
it's more of a scoreboard. It's more of a scoreboard thing,
Well, like up the ante and make it a BR. Like we do a co-op BR on stream.
And whoever loses, we draft it on that account.
Hartman gets it for free. Hartman gets there for free next week.
There we go.
Okay.
If Candyman wants to double down, I'll take Hoohames side on this one.
You're taking Hoohames? All right.
Oh, I'm all in on the National Tight End Day. The National Tight End Day stuff. It's inevitable. Like you can say it's all nonsense, but it's inevitable.
It is nonsense. It is nonsense. But they had 16 tight ends got touchdowns last year on National Tight Ends Day.
It was something crazy.
It was unbelievable.
It was 16 touchdowns by tight ends.
All excited about it.
I think 4 of them were multiple touchdown days.
Well, four tight ends scored 20 or more points last year.
Yeah, that's
National Tight End Day and half PPR.
Yeah, it is. Like the coaches buy into this. Like if the game isn't going to be decided by it, if the game is decided already, these coaches, not named Arthur Smith, become Arthur Smith for the 4th quarter.
Yeah,
like everybody turns. Everybody channels
under half a touchdown against both of y'all.
All right,
y'all should be hoping that he has over 1 reception. I mean, he hadn't even caught a ball in this whole season.
He will catch one.
In like a year.
It'll be a touchdown. It'll be.
Could be.
I will say the tough matchup does worry me a little because the yardage could be low, and they might just like scam them like a 2-yard touchdown and call it a day.
And I'll even give you the benefit of
They have to be in the red zone for that to happen, and then McCaffrey. Oh. So
I'll
we're
even
about to be on the clock. We got to do flex and then tight end last. So considering only Best Ball Viper needs a tight end on our inside.
So hit running back real quick.
So Chuba, Algier, Pollard.
I'm not completely out on Algier versus Miami. Miami's rush defense is really bad. There's a very good chance that they are absolutely in control of this game.
Eileen Hubbard here strong. It's just like we've seen him do it before. It's a bad defense for running backs.
I don't want Tet plus a running back. I do not want that. That's my thing.
And then what about a receiver? What about like this?
We could go out.
Pierce is fun. I like Pierce. I think who else?
Any other guys?
Shakir's kind of interesting.
Yeah, let's go Shakir. Do Shakir because that's a bring back in that game, right?
All right. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Buffalo at carry. Yeah. No.
That bring back for a game. Stack in that game. We got a team stack there. So now we click tight end, and is Juwan Johnson still down there? Kate, like Juwan Johnson is way down there.
Okay. I thought I scrolled too far for a second.
We can go look at all of them. Like, it's being weird. So go back up top. I mean, Kyle Pitts is like there's a lot.
Where did Gadsden go? He's not in this slate.
Yeah, he's not. He's
that's right. Tomorrow.
I'm cool with Kyle Pitts. I know Candyman was about Kyle Pitts.
I think you can't go wrong here. It's like these are all very similar to me.
We could either do the bring back with Juwan Johnson, or we could go Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts got he was first read target a lot last week.
I kind of like the Kyle Pitts as well. Let's go with who's the best QB and who's going to support the most yards and then potential for a touchdown. It's probably not the Saints.
It's not Dylan Gabriel either.
Well, it'd be that one. It'd be that one. But
is it Dallas Goedert? Do we just take Dallas Goedert then?
I'm fine with any of the top three. I mean, these two I was kind of more just joking.
I think so Kincaid's still available or no?
No, he just went.
No, he went.
Juwan Johnson's totally fine. I'm between him and Pitts.
I'll take I'll say Juwan. Like it don't matter, honestly, to me.
All right. Juwan, we'll get Juwan for the bring back. Kyle Pitts does this a lot where he has a nice game and then he doesn't do anything after.
Yeah, and Matt, the National Tight Ends Week it's week 8 of the NFL season. George Kittle has always scored a touchdown in week 8 when he's played.
He's never played the Texans on National Tight End Day, I'll tell you.
I mean, it's only 4 years old, so it's a very small sample size. But the first year it was kind of a joke. They're hey, because they had that I think week 7 or week 9, one of the weeks is National Running Back Day. I think it was last weekend or it's the weekend after. And they were just joking, Kittle and somebody else, about we need National Tight Ends Day. And then he went out and scored 2 touchdowns. So that was one of his huge games. And they just kind of made it. It was kind of like a meme that became a bigger meme. And
it is crazy. It just lived on. It just lived on and got it's just come more
Boutte getting drafted in a 6th-round draft, 2025. We're living in the future.
I'll even up it a little bit and say that only a receiving touchdown counts. A fumble recovery touchdown, like a Trey McBride touchdown doesn't count.
Whoa, and Ted Johnson being drafted too. The hype
he's drafted every draft. He's drafted every draft. That's why I wanted Baker. Somebody would have taken Baker and then just taken Tez. Tez is a really good pick in this. He's wide receiver 2 for a high scoring team against the Saints.
We kind of got the pick of the litter at tight end, how late we did, and then we just
we started 2 runs. We started 2 runs. I think the team's solid. I don't think it's. We might have messed up with Tet McMillan, but I think we were kind of strapped for time. I think we made it work though.
Who did we take him over though? I feel like the next pick was like
It was
Diggs,
Waddle.
and
Who I
Wandale.
personally didn't want Waddle.
Waddle.
Like
You
the pick
guys
there
didn't
would have
seem
been
very.
the pick there would have been Dowdle. Like
Dowdle.
if we would have taken Dowdle, we would have got Baker, right? Like that. If we were to change things, we could have done that, and then we could have just still taken Shakir, and it would have just been the running back with Shakir. Like that would have been the correct play, I think.
I'm cool with the Shakir pick because he's like for certain their best receiver,
Yeah.
best pass catcher, has the best target share, and all the things. The thing in the back of my head is just always saying Shakir has no ceiling. Like he's a PPR scam. We haven't seen him put together a huge week. Like has he ever eclipsed 20 points?
Yeah.
Maybe once.
He had a nice game this year, like week.
He had like
2, right?
19-point game. Like so, we've seen a 19-point game in this
is good enough.
Can definitely get you there.
Yeah,
like because most weeks the winner is under 130. So if McMillan goes if McMillan Shakir gets 40 total points combined, right? But Igbuka's the guy you like. Igbuka plus our first round pick.
We need like
Javonte.
2 25-point scorers, and then the QB has to be like a top 3 QB.
Right. Yeah. So Shakir
and everyone else has to be like 15 to 20 points.
Okay, Shakir has a 14-point week, a 13-point week, and 2 10-point weeks. So like, it could happen. Like I mean, a 15-point week. Chad Candle's got a dog bowl seat with 5 or like 4.3 or something from Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby.
Like he was like 4 or 5 points from Jacoby Myers. We seen the team last week that had Alvin Kamara at 4.4 or whatever.
Shakir is definitely like one of the safest picks in this range, I think, for like a baseline scoring. And then we just need to make sure that we capture some of the highest fantasy scores of the week with like either T-Mac or Igbuka.
Our first pick was Javonte. Correct?
I think Javonte has a great floor and a great ceiling.
I just can't see it. I think Javonte like it
revenge game.
It's a revenge game. I forgot all about that. But yeah, it is absolutely a revenge game. And I am all about that. And I just think Igbuka is the second best. I think he's the number 2 at the slate. And I know that it's not technically revenge, but how often do you see like Josh Allen go out and have a bad game and then the next week he absolutely cooks, right? We've seen the same thing from Baker. We've seen the same thing from a lot of the elite quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, right? Like
they got to prove a point, right?
Yeah, I think Baker is not like he is absolutely the kind of guy that tells you like he'll admit when he's wrong and then he'll go out and prove that he still has it because he has to himself. Like more than anything else. So I'm very
slate. I like this for this dog bowl qualifier. This is I haven't been doing a lot of this volume in this, and I feel like this is a week to maybe do a few.
Yeah, I think we pieced together a pretty good team. I do think I think I like the McMillan over Dowdle personally. I think the Buffalo is going to get ahead in this game, and I think that they're going to have to pass. Like that's kind of why I like McMillan over Dowdle. I will have some shares of Dowdle in the 6-man stuff, but I don't know. Nick, I do not have. I ran into I only had one left. My 134 points did not eclipse the team who had. Like I went against a team that had the 3 best possible running back matchups on the slate, which was Bijan Robinson versus San Francisco, Jonathan Taylor, and Quinshon Judkins versus Miami. Like, and then that same team had Devonta Smith and Bo Nix. I was cooked. Like I was so cooked.
Yeah, I'm out. Hartman, do you have any left?
I have one goal, or it'd be in here.
Heck yeah.
I got one remaining.
Nice.
It like put up a ton last week, but it like skated through the week before. So I put up 174.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so this is basically the kind of team that I went against last week. How much did the team that you went against put up?
123.
Okay.
Respectable.
So I outscored it. I had 134 and got beat by 30 points.
Man,
My quarterback,
that's-
my quarterbacks were Fields and Bryce Young.
It was one of the
I only
higher
got,
scoring weeks in fantasy that you could possibly get to. Like this was a
Yeah.
really high scoring week. The running backs went off. I mean, we had 3 running
It's a fun
backs
team.
that scored. We had the two highest running backs single game scores of the year, with McCaffrey and JT again.
yeah.
You know what?
Gibbs.
Nobody is even talking about right now with JT. He's got 9 touchdowns in 3 games, right?
Yeah.
Like he's got
I
3
think-
hat tricks. Week 1, Danny Dimes took 2 goal line rushes for touchdowns. JT should have 11 touchdowns already, easily. Like I think Dimes has 3 rushing touchdowns, right, on the season, and they're all like
They were all in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Well,
they were all 3 in the first 2 weeks. If I'm looking it up right now.
JT has 11.
Yeah,
He has,
JT's at
like
11.
Yeah, but he should
He
have.
had 3
He
games.
should
with
have those
3,
3.
and then
He should have those 3 as well. So JT, in my opinion, should be at 14 right now. Like, not that, like, because those were tush push basically, right?
Last question, but then I gotta go.
I need to go.
Rank these 3 running backs rest of season. No particular order, just rank them. JT, Bijan, McCaffrey. Go to Hartman.
Rest of season, JT, Bijan, McCaffrey. Give me
half PPR.
Give me Bijan, JT, McCaffrey. Probably.
I agree.
Wow. I can't
Yeah.
say you're wrong, but
Well, when
turning
Bijan's
away the 11
schedule is-
touchdowns of Jonathan Taylor.
Well, Bijan's schedule is like the best one, right?
Bijan's
And I mean,
got the best.
CMC's up there too.
Well, CMC, I put him last easily because we don't know what's going to happen when the weapons get there. Because he is the only weapon right now. Like if Pearsall and Jennings come back and Kittle gets back in shape, like I'm not saying that he'll be a 0. But like
Yeah, but it's the volume. Like CMC will always be a volume hog, but like not
the
like
answer.
this.
The answer
This
is you're
is
happy
great.
if you have any of them. Like that's the answer.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just happy with any of them. I do agree. Bijan's got the best schedule left. Yeah, exactly. Nick has it. Like what you wanted is you wanted one of those with Jonathan Taylor in the second round. That's I have. So of the Huskies, I done 9 Huskies. I have 2 Bijan Jonathan Taylor teams.
Jeez.
In those Huskies. And one of them has Tyreek Hill on it. Like one of my 6 shares of Tyreek Hill on the season. I think.
It's the trick question. I think I'm convinced though. I've seen enough out of JT with his ability just to go off, and Bijan can do it too. McCaffrey has the highest score on the entire season now among running backs, but the number of times Jonathan Taylor's done it, he's approaching like Saquon Barkley territory from 2024. So I'd probably go JT. And then between Bijan and McCaffrey, I honestly don't know. Probably Bijan, but maybe McCaffrey just because the volume is there. But yeah, it's
the other argument on Bijan as well is that he, I think he is more important to their offense. That like they're all like he's more. If JT goes down, the Colts offense is still good. If Bijan goes down, I don't think that Atlanta functions. So I think that there's a better chance for people to steal the touchdowns from JT because he has more competition in my eyes. But they score more points. So does it really matter? I think you probably maybe JT is the answer. Because I mean they're going to be projected for probably 5 to 6 more points every week, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is just JT.
How is the Colts I guess their schedule doesn't really matter. They kind of just roll.
Yeah, I mean they haven't played the Texans yet, have they? That's a great defense.
Yeah.
So the Colts literally the next 3 weeks also have like smash matchups. Then they get their bye week, and then they actually have a really like a pretty tough schedule. But like I think the Colts Kansas City, which is the week 12 matchup, is going to be very, very strong. Like, I could see JT being really good there. I think that's an Alec Pierce game, honestly, though. Like
I'm hoping
as
on a
Chiefs,
few.
yeah.
Fellas, it was a great dog bowl qualifier. I think we're cooking again.
Yeah.
And I got to run, but always a pleasure. And I'm glad we could do it on Hartman's channel this time.
Oh yeah.
After taking a week off, I'll be back streaming Friday night, and I'll be in y'all's channels, lurking when I can. I see Hoohames putting in the work, doing a lot of streams, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great week 8. We'll touch base Hartman at some point for our FFPC dog bowl, or not dog bowl, big gorilla.
Yeah.
Dog bowl.
Oh yeah,
All these animals out here. But yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah, thanks for coming on. It's always fun to talk all the ball and stuff. And shout out Candyman for answering the questions in the chat when I wasn't pulling them up. I'm out of practice.
I wasn't able to because I had the stream thing to Twitter, and whenever I went to Twitter, it's like you can't answer that. So I guess I'll have to only do it to YouTube from now on. So
all right, I'll see y'all around. Yeah. Peace out. Have a good night.
See ya.
Good night, everyone. Peace.
You heading out too?
I think so. Yeah.
I kind of want
to. You were wanting to. Yeah. I think it's later than both of you were saying.
Well, I got to be up in 5 hours, but
yeah.
Like I don't sleep much on my days that I work, so it's all good. But yeah, check out my channel. Check out Fantasy Football Garage's channel. If you were watching on Fantasy Football Garage's channel, I guess that he's probably it's not streaming there anymore. But come on over to Hartman's channel, give him a sub as well. We would all appreciate it. Yeah, and sleep is for the weak. Absolutely.
And then
thanks for the link. I think we're cooking with the gas this week. All we need is a trailing game script where Shakir scores early, makes a nasty move again, and then actually gets some volume late. With the Panthers actually keeping the game, be like a touchdown, 10 points behind the whole game, getting scores, forcing the Bills to also score. That's what we need.
Yeah.
But all righty. I will see you. Take care, everybody. Peace.
All right. See you. Yep. Peace. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by.